And welcome back to episode 305 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I'm your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host, CT Ski. What's happening?
Yo, what's good?
Shit, you tell me.
Doing good.
You
Back-to-back
tell
week.
me. We got Coach Mike about to join up here at 8, so we going to hold off on the Patriots Bills talk because I know it's going to be a lot to get into there.
I'll zip it up real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to
I know you got a lot to say.
keep my excitement down a little bit.
I'm calling for the immediate termination of Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, and Geno Smith.
You know, it's good.
I want them all out.
Everybody else making trades. Why aren't y'all making one?
I want them all out.
Mid-season.
And then the nigga Pete Carroll gonna say, they was talking to him at the post game presser or whatever, and he gonna say, one of the reporter said, "Did you ever think of putting Kenny Pickett, pulling Geno and putting Kenny Pickett in the game?" And he gonna say,
"Can't look no words."
He can't. And Pete Carroll gonna say, "I was definitely thinking about it, but I feel like it was good to have the main guys out there to get more practice.
Oh my God.
My nigga, we're in week 5.
Oh my God.
You practice at practice. If you're looking at these games as a way for the guys you brought in to get more reps, you need to get the fuck out. We are in week 5. There is no practice on Sunday.
Y'all got Weston banged up right now. The tight
Brock,
end look like so. That changes a lot for y'all on offense for sure.
And
so.
I was telling him, and I was telling y'all, he was banged up after week 1. Like, sit the nigga.
That's when they said he got hurt.
Sit the nigga. Yeah. They talking about he didn't want to sit. My nigga, you've only been in the league for 2 years, 3 years. You don't have a choice. Sit. You're not playing. Like, what kind of high school football team is this where you just listening to what the players say? You're the coaches.
100%.
You're the trainers.
Doing this.
I don't get it. League. I really don't get what's going on in Vegas. Like,
especially if y'all looking like that against the Colts. I was like,
I mean, but the Colts is decent.
But Jacoby he had like 4 yards. I'm like, this is just.
Jacoby ain't nobody anyway. Like I was telling before the season stuff. When it might have been. Yeah, I think it was preseason. I was saying, get rid of Jacoby. If he's not happy, get rid of him. Get rid of him while he still has value. He just
can't get the ball. Geno he wild throwing that thing out there.
You know what it is? I mean, he's a technical route runner, but you have no breakaway speed. Like, you don't do anything exceptional. Like, your hands are great. Once you get the ball to his hands, it sticks. But if
he gets to another team, he gonna be 7 catches, 100 plus.
Only if that other team has a true and legitimate wide receiver 1. Jacoby will never be
a solid quarterback.
Jacoby will never, ever, 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 ever be a wide receiver 1. He's not a wide receiver 1. He's not good enough. He's just not good enough to be a wide receiver 1.
I've seen him go crazy. He don't drop passes.
Have you ever noticed, even when Jacoby was, he don't. Even that season where he didn't drop a pass, have you noticed that he's never the number 1 target? And he's never the number 1 target for a reason.
He's been on bad teams, though.
I'm just saying, though.
Even when he was with us, like, we had Zappy throwing it to him.
I'm just saying, though, if he was the best option, you would be the number 1 target. You're not the number 1 target, and you have people like Trey Tucker, who's faster than you and can get away from his defender. And you have people like Brock Bowers, who's faster than those linebackers and strong safeties that he's going against. But you're not getting targeted because you're not creating enough separation on your routes. You're not fast enough. You don't run routes well enough. Yeah, he's a good option to have. If somebody else,
kind of like a Devontae Adams type, he ain't got that fast, but he get open though.
You notice that was his breakout year. When Devontae's on the other side, you have a great season because he's taking all of the heat. But when nobody else is out there to be worried about but Jacoby can't get open.
And you at least got Derek Carr throwing you the pill, you know what I'm saying?
They're throwing to Jack Besh more than they're throwing to Jacoby Myers.
And now they feel like they got to force feed what's the name, the running back.
Mm-hmm. I told you that's all we was going to be was Boise State. After I saw Geno Smith throwing all those interceptions, I knew Las Vegas Raiders would just be another Boise State situation where every team coming in is just thinking, stop Ashton Jeanty, we won the game.
Vegas could be so lit. That team was so good. You see what I sent you, like they got the spotlight on the city and shit. Like,
nah, they ain't. Not with this current situation. Like, I feel like, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I don't know how this would ever work. But I feel like it's so hard, right? Because you're an owner, right? Like, you own the team, right? So nobody can tell you anything because I own the team. But I do feel like owners should just be owners. And you should have an appointed president. And that president station owns it. You gotta You got to
You talking
implement
about
some.
Mark Davis?
Yeah, you got to implement some sort of rules to where you got to shut the fuck up. Yeah, you can appoint your president, but if your president's fucking up, then the group whole should be able to get him the fuck out of there. But right now, it looks like you don't need to own this team. You don't know what you're doing. But you
Bringing in the
can't be
wrong
like,
people, huh?
you can't
Yeah,
make a motherfucker sell something they own,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
I just
It
don't
don't
get
look
it.
like he's giving that up at all, though. He
I
ain't
don't
giving
think
that up.
I don't think in the NFL, I don't think in order to save the sport, I don't think there should be any sort of majority ownership. I don't think there should be any sort of majority ownership. I think it should be a rule by committee situation, and I feel like the highest percentage you should be able to own of a team is like 35%.
So they come in with that bag, they get to own it. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like
The rich ones, yeah.
it all comes, and it's funny, right? Because I don't mean to make this like a political speech, but it all comes down to greed, right? When you got families that have hoarded money for so long, they get to own shit that they shouldn't own in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And no one man should own an entire organization. It should be a committee. Whether that committee is just a group of 4 and everybody owns 25%, or what, a group of 20 and everybody owns 5%. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case may be, it needs to be something that is voted on so you can have some sort of regime change. Otherwise, you just have a lifetime of being a fan of a fuck ass team because you got a fuck ass owner.
And the older they get, sometimes the worse the mistakes they make. So, yeah,
We've been seeing that from Jerry for years.
dude flicking people off, dude tripping.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do to change that, but between sports betting, like, the ownership is one thing, but then you add sports betting into the bunch, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, y'all motherfuckers is trying to tear this down from the inside, huh? For real, like, y'all ain't gonna be satisfied till lifelong Raiders fans like myself is gonna be like, I don't really give a fuck about, I don't care to watch the football anymore. And then they're gonna be looking like, where'd everybody go? You kicked us all out, my nigga.
I don't think that'll ever be a point where nobody's watching football. But
Well, no, it would never get to that point because look at the president and look at how many people still support him. You know what I'm saying? So there's always going to be the delusional sheep that are just like, it's something to watch. It's my ritual on Sundays. I kick my feet up on my ottoman and I get a beer and I do my ritual.
Yep.
That's what it is. But it's like, damn, like are we getting the same product? Like, the product hasn't been better. The product hasn't been better. Trust and believe, the drugs were more pure in the 80s and the 90s. They've been cutting it since then, and we're here now.
Hey, as long as we about to get back on top, that's all we need.
Well, you worried about you. You worried about you. But it almost feels like one of those situations where it's like, yeah,
the Raiders been like this for years, though, so you should definitely be numb to the pain, baby.
Right.
Different draft picks, different busts. Y'all get Amari Cooper, he retired. Like, it's crazy.
I'm definitely numb to it, but it's like a motherfucker that you see banging his head on the wall over and over again, and you just sit there looking at it like, how many times are you gonna do that before you just take a couple steps to the left and go through the doorway? Like, at this point, I'm like,
light through the tunnel.
I'm like, fuck it, don't find the doorway. Split your head open on the wall. Let's end it.
They say they stay in the dark.
Let's end it, because this shit's crazy. I did
32 teams. They say they not want to be the top. We don't want no Lombardi this way.
They were doing better last year with Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell.
That first win, I know they was probably thinking they was going to take off.
It's all right because it was over y'all. So that's a win for
Hey,
me.
I swear, that's what I hate though. That's a bad one. Though.
That's a
We
win
always
for me. Let me
long as
find
we
out.
get every year only win all season.
Let me find out we by proxy beat the Bills too. Yeah, we beat the
You
Bills
just
as well, motherfucker. We beat y'all, we beat the Bills too. That's gonna be our
you
win
just
for the season.
beat the homies team. That's crazy.
And you know what's crazy though? What's even crazier about it to me is we got the Titans this week, and I'm not convinced we beat them either.
Y'all gonna smother them.
I'm not convinced.
Somebody that y'all can just blow out.
I'm not convinced that it's gonna be a blowout. Now,
Because
do
the
we
Cardinals
do
are
we beat them?
stupid.
Do we beat them? I believe so, but I'm nervous about that. If we beat them, I guarantee you it's 6.
This can make y'all what, 2-3?
Nah, this will make us 2-4.
Y'all need this one.
Right. If we don't get this win, hang it
Because
the
they
fuck
just got
up.
their first win over the Arizona Cardinals, so they probably feeling themselves.
Hang it up. I'm trying to tell you.
They got the luckiest win I've ever seen in football.
Who, the Titans?
If you didn't see that,
I seen
you
the
gotta go watch it.
end of it. What was it?
Which one? The running back?
Now I can't remember.
The running back broke for a 70-yarder. Threw the ball on the before he got in the end zone. It was a touchdown. They was hot because that would have put
Was
them
that?
away.
That's not. Is that what I'm
The
thinking?
coach hit the player.
For real?
He didn't hit him like punch. He was just like, come on, like hit him in the shoulder pad type thing. Like the media was trying to make a big thing out of it, but some of them was like, man, that's football. Like coach,
Right.
he was upset. Like he can get fired like in a couple of weeks if y'all put doing stupid shit like
Shut the
this. Like,
fuck up. Them is grown men. This isn't high
yeah,
school.
exactly. That's
That
what
is
they
their
were saying.
paycheck now. It's physical.
And he was just trying to like pump him up. It wasn't like he was like he was honestly frustrated because he literally that would have put the game away. The team
That's
would have quit after.
letting Taylor Swift fans in the shit. You letting Taylor Swift fans in the shit. Because if any football fan, I don't care if you never played football, if any football fan had something to say about that, just a little, I don't care if it was a punch, to the shoulder pad,
I swear.
you got a problem with that?
When you out there getting hit all game, like, yeah, it's. But then that wasn't even the worst part. It's like they got an interception. The Cardinals did. They really like on the 10-yard line. That's where they got the pick at, like on the opposing team's 10-yard line because it's Titans was driving. But they got a pick. The dude catches it, rolls, falls, fumbles it.
Oh,
They
I
kick
saw
it,
that. I did see
kick it
that.
into the end zone. The Titans score off
I
that.
did see that. That I did see.
That
See,
wasn't even the worst part.
I must have been
They
drinking a lot then because I don't even really remember what games I watched
You
aside.
gotta go back and see the work. That's like, and then look, the Cardinals got the ball. Kyler's looking. The center snaps it, hits him in the face,
Seen that.
fumble.
Did I
Like
watch
I'm
that
like,
game?
you couldn't find a better way to lose that game. Like,
I can't even remember what games I watched. But that's also the bad thing about having the setup that I have is that if it's not the Raiders, I'm constantly flicking back and
flipping around.
forward through games. It's not like I'm watching any one game all the way through.
Arizona's always the second round game too.
I legit don't remember the games that I watched on Sunday other than that Raiders game.
Yeah, I seen the end of the Phillies and Broncos game. I watched it first.
I didn't watch any of that.
I watched the 49ers LA Rams game. That was good.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that. After I saw the Raiders going through what they went through, I think I cut the game on and was watching the other games on my small TV, so I wasn't really paying attention to it like I should have been.
Dragons Kansas City was a good one. Ravens got slaughtered by Houston.
I was upset, man. I was upset. I had a parlay and put that in, forgetting that Cooper Rush was starting at quarterback, and that was the one that hit me. Everything else hit. No, I'm lying. I also had the Giants beating the Saints, and the Saints edged that out. So yeah, I did have
Saints got to turning up on them out of nowhere.
Yeah, I did have 2 off on that ticket. I think it was a 9 leg.
I said, "Oh, I'm sick."
I forgot all about that damn Giants Saints game.
I think I had the Eagles being the Broncos too, and they lost at the end. So yeah, I think I had those 3 losing.
I don't think I had. No, I didn't put that game down because I was leaning Broncos, to be
honest. It was up, what, 14 in the fourth, 17. It was up 17 in the fourth. Leading game.
Yeah, I ain't bet on that one. I did not bet on that one. But
the Dolphins was up, lost to the Panthers. It was good.
Yeah, the only thing. And see, this is what the Raiders are fucked regardless. We cooked, right? Because politics are involved now. You know what I'm saying? Geno Smith got paid $75 million. He got paid $75 million. Not to mention, he's also like the coach's son, right? It's like having the coach's son on the team. Now, this nigga's trash. I mean, like, this is the worst performance of a Raiders quarterback that I've seen since Jamarcus Russell. It's that bad. Well, let me put it like this. Let me put it like this. This is the worst performance I've seen from an expected starting Raiders quarterback since Jamarcus Russell. Now, I know we've had some people we've just pitched in there that haven't done shit, but you were expected to be the starter. You got paid like the starter, just like Jamarcus Russell. And you haven't showed up. So the only thing that can...
in his head too. I know
he is. He better be. He should be.
See all the signs and stuff like in the fans.
And then it's even beyond.
Remember, you flicked somebody off with a sign like, was it week 1 or 2? Like he already in his head.
He was talking cash shit. He said, "I'm here to run the table."
He was talking crazy,
talking cash shit, talking about this is what I do. This is why I get paid the big bucks. That's what he was yelling.
Was it a high school game or something?
Yeah. That's what you were yelling, and now we're here. So, back to my original thought, though. The only thing that saves us right now is us fucking up the season. I don't want to say tanking because we know Pete Carroll's not going to try to tank. And we know Geno Smith doesn't want to see that bench. So I don't want to say tank, but I do want to see them continue to make these mistakes to the point that we get a decent pick in the lottery. You have
to get Archie Manning.
You have to find a quarterback. I don't think Arch is the guy.
Nope.
I really don't. And knowing the Raiders, I could see them trying to go with the biggest name and that not be the best guy for the job. You're going to ruin a Manning's career is what's going to happen. You're going to be the first team to ruin a Manning. But if they get into that spot where they can at least get a good quarterback, because there's a lot of quarterbacks out there right now.
Manning still got time to get better, though, but still.
He does, but he's going to... It wouldn't work in the league, though, because now you got to learn on the job. You got to learn on the job, and we know that this is your first real season at Texas, and you're not doing the best that everybody expected you to do. So if you're currently learning on the job in college in your first real year in college, we can't expect you to learn on the job in the league and succeed. Especially on a team like the Silver and Black. It won't work. They'll be the first team to ruin a Manning. I promise you that. Now, Coach Mike in the building. What's happening?
And I said I would be here to take my lumps. I texted Cliff at 7:30. Said I would come on, take my lumps from CT.
Real nigga, you know.
I mean, the flip side of it is I'll take my lumps from CT, but we all know that game was dictated by the officials from jump.
I don't know though.
The fact that there were 25 penalties in that game, the officials not only dictated the score, they also dictated the tempo and the speed of the game.
There were penalties both ways,
on both sides,
and I agree with that. That's where I'm saying.
Right.
They did not just they did not. That wasn't a one-sided, shitty called game. It was both sides, but the officials dictated that game, point blank. Period.
Caused turnovers.
I can agree. I can agree with that. But what I will also say, from what I saw, is it seemed like the Pats had y'all handedly the entire time.
I don't know about handedly. What I would say is the Bills played like trash.
That definitely could be the case.
Because some of that was like, and again, it kind of comes back to the penalties. Where I was frustrated with the penalties is for the first half, it was not called evenly. And yes, it came back and the penalties caught up in the second half, but that first half was completely dictated by the officials. Every time the Bills had a positive gain, it was a penalty. And the thing that was pissing me off about that was the fact that they weren't showing them on replay either.
Like showing the film?
For like half of the penalties called, they refused to show it on TV. And I'm not, and Cliff, you know this, I'm not one that usually jumps on the NFL is rigged, blah, blah, blah. That game felt like, oh, we're going to keep them and we're going to get them like right at the spread and go from there. Like,
well, it's going to be manipulated towards the spread.
Right. Well, and now to give the Patriots their P's, Drake Mays is real, man.
He is.
That was the first game where I've seen him play, and he's the real deal.
No, I told people Josh 2.0.
So I am willing to concede a little bit there. I do think some of it is typical first-year scrambling quarterback.
That's the second, though.
I understand, but hear me out. Like, they haven't figured out that he can now do this. He has added to his skill set, and him rolling out and honestly, it's the same shit that they will start doing to him what they do to Josh, which is overload the side that he likes to roll to so that he can't roll to that side anymore.
Shit,
Drake, and you're right, CT, I'll give it to you. He did look like Josh on some of that shit. And that one where he was getting tackled and he got the ball. That was nasty. That was nasty.
Too.
And fucking Stephon, man. Like if Stephon was doing that shit in Buffalo, we would have won a Super Bowl.
Now it's our turn.
I'm not going to go that far. Because I do think some of this was the Bills.
Start fumbling, I promise
Ramondre.
Oh my God.
And y'all kept feeding him the ball on the 5-yard line. I'm like, why the fuck are y'all rewarding the guy giving the ball up?
Nah, because they was on the sideline like, hey, keep your head. You staying in there. We lost what's his name though? What's his name towards ACL? Gibson.
Put somebody else in there.
Well, you got Travion, and Travion looked okay.
Gibson towards ACL, so yeah, we don't.
I mean, Travion wasn't even the best running back on the Buckeyes, and the Patriots picked.
But Drake may have been running though. I picked him on the over every game last year on the parlay.
I think that's fair, and again, like I haven't seen him much. Like, yeah, I saw him last year, but he wasn't doing what he did this year last year.
He only played 7 games too last year.
He definitely looks more comfortable for sure.
So I will give them their props. I mean, the other thing that hurts us is we're still out half our defense. Like Milano's still out, Ed Oliver's still out. Like, okay. And honestly, I think the Bills rested on their laurels a bit. They probably expected to win that game. And guess what? There's pro players on both sides. And the Patriots, I mean, end of the day, I can bitch about the officials, but I'm never one that's going to completely say that it was just the officials.
No, I can't just
The Bills made tons of mistakes. Josh made more mistakes in that game than he has made in the last 15. And you saw it in the turnovers. We had more turnovers in that game than we had in the last 10 combined.
Yeah, it looked bad. That end around the Dalton Kincaid that got dropped.
Yeah. And I'm tired of us trying to run these jet sweeps and these fucking end arounds to like, all right, fine. If you want to give one to Shakir or Coleman or Curtis Samuel once a game, fine. Just as a change of pace thing. But other than that, man.
He didn't even know he was getting the ball.
Right. So that
was
was
like we held James Cook under like 100 too. Like we can
get
going. So
no, and I think and like I said, I thought, the fact that we couldn't get the run game going, I also just didn't like our play calling this week. And it reminded me of the first couple of weeks last year where we weren't getting the ball to Cook in space, and then we weren't getting it to the receivers downfield. And it's all this quick screen bullshit and trying to do misdirect. And to be frank, they talked about it. This is actually the whoever announced the game was, I'm trying to remember, but NBC's crew might be the best of the NFL crews because most of the NFL crews drive me crazy. They actually made some good points. Like the Bills are very much telling you what they want to do every play. And it's because when they're in gun, they're throwing 75% of the time. When they're under center, they're running 75% of the time. Like we need to do some shit to break some of those tendencies.
And I think y'all need a real number one wide receiver. I don't feel like y'all told you to y'all tight ends a lot, but
I feel like Keon Coleman can get there, and I think he's starting to come on.
I don't know either.
But he had one or two in this game that made me question that thought. Like,
did he fumble?
Where he just didn't go. I don't think he fumbled. There were one or two where I just didn't think he fought for the ball well. And he had whoever the corner was, he had him outmatched, and he just did not fight for the ball.
Josh Palmer don't do nothing. Like y'all just don't got no type of receivers to me. Like,
but the flip side of that, CT is, and they talked about this during the game too. It's something like 16 different players for the Bills have scored from a receiver standpoint.
I get that, but I just feel like when y'all play those good old teams, like the good teams, is just y'all struggle.
It's funny.
But that's the problem is that Stephon was that guy, and then Stephon would get doubled in big games and wouldn't produce shit.
What's funny is the reason that is because the Bills adopted the Chiefs.
A little bit.
They adopted the Chiefs tactics. When the Chiefs got rid of Hill and was still winning Super Bowls, they were like, oh, so they can do it the Patriots way with no real wide receivers, just get everybody the ball. But what's ironic about that is now you see the Chiefs teeter back to Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown. Now they're on the complete opposite end of where you once were. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They kind of swindled you out of your wide receiver lineup for them to revamp their own.
Yeah. Well, and I think the flip side of it is...
They don't even look that nice for real sometimes.
No.
The flip side of it is exactly what CT said. The fact that they shut down Cook changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they figured out how to shut down Cook. I also think that I did not like the play calls that we had for Cook. Like, we almost tried to keep him more inside, and I know the Patriots were trying to stack and funnel things back in, but, like, as somebody that has, been a run game offensive coordinator and has also been a defensive coordinator, sometimes your best bet on offense is to go right at what they're trying to do, because if you break through that first level, it's 6.
You know what it also seems like in hindsight? Like, we all know that they say the run game opens up the pass game.
But the Bills have been the opposite for a while.
And that's what I was about to say. It seems like more so than the run game opening up your pass game, you're using your run game to open up Josh Allen. To allow Josh Allen to choose whether I want to run or pass the ball. But you're not using it to open the receivers up.
Right. No,
Josh needs to know when we're not running past the ball. You know what I'm saying? Not make a decision.
Game, and what I would say to that, Cliff, is that up until this game, he's only run the ball a handful of times in each game. This game, he ran the ball a lot, and I think it was because of what was going on. A little bit of that, but I also think that once the penalties and things started happening, he felt like he had to do more. And so he was tucking and running a lot more.
That's that superhero syndrome.
It is. It absolutely is. And that's been something that, I thought he had broken those habits, but they all came back in this game. Like, he made dangerous late passes and got intercepted, and he tucked the ball and ran a lot more. And part of me thinks that it's more about the play calling. Like,
who do y'all got covering? Who's in Christian Gonzalez's place right now?
He's in there. He played.
He played?
Yeah, lockdown.
Then who was?
Yeah, he came
then
back.
Did they switch sides?
We got Davis over there. Carlton Davis.
I feel like they switched sides then, because if that's the dude I'm thinking of, he was making some big plays too.
Carlton Davis?
Yeah, he was getting some
Marcus
big
Jones is good too in the slot.
Here's the flip side of that, though. And I've bitched about this before. Why the fuck are we having Bosa, Russo, Epineza ducking inside on almost every play? Why aren't we using our edge rushers as edge rushers and containing?
That's how y'all missed that.
That's what fucking killed us.
That's how y'all missed that Ramondre Stevenson screen for a touchdown. Joey Bosa a bit too far inside. And he was, the tight end crashed and
the
blocked
same
the
shit,
outside, man.
Same shit happened with Lamar and the Ravens. Like, fucking ducking inside. This is football 101. And towards the end of the game, or at least once or twice towards the end of the game, we started spying May with a linebacker, but it was too late by then. And you should not have to waste a linebacker. You went and paid Bosa serious fucking money. Let him be the edge rusher and the contain guy. Rousseau has a fucking line, Rousseau has a fucking 6'7" wingspan. There's no reason either one of those motherfuckers should be going inside on the defensive line.
We got some rookies on that line too on the left side. They looking good too.
Fucking up too. That late hit.
Yeah, there were a couple.
That was stupid as hell. The late hit on James Cook where he was down on the on his knee. That was just a dumb play. And he had made a play beforehand with the fumble recovery.
Right. And there was another dumb one on the sideline where everybody thought it was the dude completing the tackle, but no, it was the dude that came to the sideline and his first contact was out of bounds. Yeah.
And he drug him a little bit.
Yeah.
15 yards.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on that game.
I do have a question for the group, and I think, Cliff, I texted you this during the game. I'm sorry. How do you call illegal contact, which is basically like a precursor to pass interference, on a fucking flea flicker? That ball is a run ball at that point,
right?
And you are a defender who is trying to shed a block at that point, and then the running back flips it back, and they throw fucking illegal contact. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That was the kind of garbage penalties that I'm talking about. Like, and then there were 2 or 3 other ones that they didn't even show on replay, and that tells me that they're hiding something.
See, I didn't watch the whole game, but
it was just, and again, CT, you're right. Like, second half of the game, they made just as many bad calls on the Patriots. Now, some of those Patriots calls were a little more deserved, like the late hits and the unnecessary roughness and that shit. That being said, officials should not be throwing 30 flags a game. These are professional athletes.
Yeah, that is that.
We was on the road. We got to get out. We get it on the road in the Mafia house. We got to get that.
Those officials. I wonder if those officials made it out. Is what I'd like to know.
That mother ball of Stephon Diggs though, man. 10 catches, baby.
That was, and I'll give props to Stephon.
146 yards.
Doing damage,
I think he is. I think he is still going to be a problem for your locker room at some point.
He's good. He's a different guy right now.
He will still be a problem for your locker room.
I don't know. I think it's almost. I mean, I hate to like put somebody down like that, but I think it's almost inevitable.
No,
y'all don't have Belichick. Y'all don't got Belichick.
We got Mike Vrabel. He did Patton and Belichick. We good.
Man, them motherfuckers too close in age.
We are good.
They too close in age. He like, Vrabel, what the fuck you gonna tell me about what I do?
Coach. They love Coach Vrabel right now.
You're a fucking linebacker, man.
Right.
He scored a lot of touchdowns too in his day.
Fucking Vrabel.
He would get in there, fullback, run it in.
You wouldn't know. You can't do nothing to tell no wide receiver what the fuck he got going. And he know who else y'all got? Kayshawn?
Who?
Kayshawn Booty?
Oh, Booty.
Diggs know I'm in control right now, especially after 10 reception,
Mario
146. Douglas. Don't matter. He know I'm the one that I am in control.
Matt Hollins, of course, he's our number one guy. That's why we brought him in, paid him a big buck.
Yeah, you guys went and got Hollins. That's my guy, man. Fucking
Matt.
We
love him.
His goofy ass.
He was my guy first.
Y'all went and got Gabe Davis. I'm surprised they ain't using him yet.
I don't know why the Raiders gave up Matt Collins. He wasn't even an expensive receiver.
Oh,
why did you give him up? I don't get it. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
He's a great pass blocker.
He's a tank.
Even if he's a fucking weirdo who walks around with no shoes on.
No, he ain't weird. He know what he doing.
Watch out for them Patriots this year, y'all, boys. We about to take the division over. I'm sorry. Dolphins don't want to see us. We already beat the Dolphins.
That's what's tough about the loss.
Y'all lost to the Jets. So let's slow.
They lost to the Raiders.
We lost to the Raiders in Pittsburgh. That's only we lost. We've had 5 fumbles at Pittsburgh game and lost by 3. We gonna bounce back. And the Raiders, you see what kind of fluky game that was. That was a week 1 rusty game.
Here's the flip side. It will come down to the division. Will come down to the rematch. It'll come down to the second game between the Bills and the Patriots because I don't think either one of them are going to lose to Miami or the Jets. So it'll be a good game at the end of the season. That'll be a meaningful game. Second,
it'll be cold.
I don't know. I think it depends.
Depends on what you think. The Dolphins or the Jets are going to have anybody?
I do. I think it depends.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I very much think it depends. And then especially how we know how Vegas calls those sidelines. Like you are playing the Dolphins and the Jets like they're just trash, but we all know they have the pieces to win. They're just not putting it together. So there's going to be games where they put it together. Neither one of them have the quarterbacks. There's going to be games where they put it together.
They finna tap out early. Hill was out for the season. They done.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that matters for real.
Garrett Wilson just trying to play for a Pro Bowl.
I don't know if that matters for real, just because we've seen Tyreek out before and we've seen the Dolphins still exceed expectations.
To the Panthers at this point, you're done.
That's why I say it has to be something that they're not putting together because you haven't done anything. Everybody that you've gotten rid of was on defense. So why is it that your offense can't produce? It's because they're not putting it together right now. But there's going to come some weeks, trust and believe, where you like, oh, those are the Dolphins of old.
Yeah, see, the problem is I don't believe in McDaniel. So
me neither. You see the way he was talking at the podium?
Yeah, he's just weird.
No, I didn't.
He wasn't even putting sentences together right.
No, I think he's still got some sort of respect in Miami.
The locker room's going to tap out early. The players, I'm ready for the offseason, man. We need nothing right now.
Who's the last quarterback there? Who's the last head coach that was really putting together wins? Flores on the back half of the season? Who's the last Miami coach? I said quarterback coach that was really giving them wins. McDaniels is the one that really took them over the top, had people thinking that they had a shot at shit for whatever reason.
But they haven't though. Like I hear you, but they haven't.
But think about how many other coaches have been in the league, still have jobs, and haven't gotten to that point yet. You got players in Cleveland standing against your boy. What's his name? Frank, whatever. What's his name? Not Frank. What?
Start with an S. Skolowski or something.
Yeah, something. But you got them talking against him because of the
he
whole
went to the playoffs though.
Because of the whole quarterback controversy.
He low-key on his way out too.
I can guarantee you, Mad Max and all them have something to say about a Pete Carroll.
No, not Pete Carroll. The offense.
I can guarantee it.
I can guarantee it. They're not. They blaming that quarterback.
I can guarantee
you can only do so much as a coach.
But what did that mean, though? Like, let's be honest. We just had that conversation before Mike hopped on. They had a better start last year with Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. With less pieces, mind you. Alexander Madison was their running back. Worst running back in the league. And you had a better start to that season than you did this season. It has nothing to do with the players. You've improved on players.
It does matter about the players.
You've improved on players, though.
I wouldn't say improved.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Davante Adams or Trey Tucker.
Well, you're trying to jump a few spots, but
I'm just saying, I don't see no improvement.
Yeah,
y'all got a rookie running back. Y'all had Josh Jacobs.
No, we didn't. He was on Green Bay. We had Alexander Madison from the Vikings, who was the worst running back in the league.
Yeah, I'm just talking about.
So if you have the worst running back in the league, no Davante Adams, you still had Trey Tucker. Why is it you had a better start under the coach you said was worse and the team that was worse on paper? That's coaching. That's not the players. That's coaching. You improved the defense. You brought in Jeremy Chin. You brought in 3 linebackers. You brought in a defensive lineman. You brought in You've improved in every way you possibly can, yet you're doing worse than you did with the squad that was the bad news bear, so to speak. That's coaching.
Other teams do get better, so I don't know. Yeah.
And not to mention, the coach is the one that brought over the quarterback that he said this is going to lead y'all to the light at the end of the tunnel.
He said
the coach brought his son, and he's currently leading the league in interceptions. That's coaching.
They said we was doing good in Seattle. I don't know what's going on.
So all I'm saying is it's a lot harder to be that critical of a Mike McDaniels when he's gotten success from his team through innovative ways. He's dealing with a quarterback who's damn near punch drunk.
Facts.
And he's
out. Get more time.
And he's out of a wide receiver who quit on himself a year before now.
Right.
So why?
It's fair. I just don't like it. So
I think he still has some semblance of respect in Miami. It's just a matter of them not putting it together. They're just not putting it together. You still got Achane, you still got Waddle,
But at the end of the day, not putting it together falls on the head coach.
It falls on the head coach, but that
ain't even a Pete Carroll team put together.
Can be attributed to player production.
This ain't a Pete Carroll team. He didn't put this team together.
You said what?
I said they ain't even give Pete Carroll time to really put this team together for real. This ain't like a Pete Carroll type team. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
You see what he built in Seattle? They was always going to the playoffs. But I'm just saying he ain't been there that long.
He built that in Seattle in the 2010s.
And they was always going to play. I just give him a little time.
And we don't know that wasn't a fluke. It's not like Pete Carroll
went to the Super Bowls was fluke.
No, but they went to Super Bowls in back-to-back years and then one after the other year. So what I'm saying is that indicates that you brought all those players in together and they stuck with each other. It wasn't like you went to the playoffs 5 years and 5 years later you got back to the playoffs and then, no, you didn't do that. So that means you did right once at least.
He didn't get back to the playoff. When's the last time he been to the playoff?
That's what I'm trying to get at, CT. You made it.
2000
You
something,
made
20
it to the.
something.
You made it to the play. You had your run based off of that one group. That group of 4 years. The group of 4 years of draft picks and pickups.
Even after they left, he went to the playoffs, didn't he?
No,
Had
he might. I
to.
think he might have went once. He went once with Geno, and they lost the 49ers in the second round.
He's proven he can get it done, and I just think he needs a little time with this
I'm
organization.
kind of with CT on this. I think he just needs time.
Yeah. Like,
Now, that being said, it's also possible that the game has started to pass him by. Pete Carroll's getting a little long in the tooth.
Like you've made a run once.
Twice.
Once. I count both Super Bowls, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying that's all in the same span.
Same run.
I want to see, in order for me to give you your props, I want to see players come and go. I don't want to see you do it with the same group of players because that's the same run.
But it's the NFL, man. It ain't like people just go to the Super Bowls and shit. Like it's tough. Like,
but then
tough.
Look at your Belichick's. Look at your Andy Reid's.
There's only one Belichick.
Look at your Andy Reid's, who have constantly proven you can shuffle my deck, and I'm still gonna hit my fucking
right.
Yeah, but I feel like that's only Andy Reid and maybe a Harbaugh here or there.
I was about to say Harbaugh as well. Well, no, not necessarily.
But even then,
I would say
like
Shanahan.
they made the playoffs. Shanahan 30 years ago, yeah. 20 years ago, yeah.
I would say Shanahan right now.
He ain't won a Super Bowl. He gets there.
My nigga, though, your water is right on the brim. The only thing you're missing is the overflow. That's the only thing you're missing. That's hard enough to keep the water right at the brim. You got to think, we've been talking about Mike Tomlin for how long? For just keeping the water at half the glass.
Yeah, but that's a little bit different. One, because Pittsburgh is different in that regard. Pittsburgh
He's changed up so many rosters, though.
He, as much as
that's
as much as having lived in Pittsburgh, and I do not like the Steelers. I do think Tomlin, one, has been good for the NFL. Two, has been good for that organization.
So how many points do you get? So how many points do you get then for being able to substitute multiple different quarterbacks and getting the same result?
No, I think that's a fair comment.
Right? Like you've made it with Garoppolo. You've made it with Purdy. And right now, Mac Jones is looking better than Purdy. That you have to give him some sort of props for that in itself. That's not normal.
No, completely agree with that statement.
It's not normal for you to just be able to plug in a new quarterback and get the same results year in and year out.
But when you got CMC out there, boy.
CMC be hurt. CMC be hurt half the time.
No.
CMC be hurt half the time. And when he do play, he play on 60% because he's still battling injuries.
100 plus a game, dog.
I'm not saying he's not a dog. I'm just saying that your ability to push through adversity, to push through pain, that counts towards
questionable.
Yeah, that counts towards your attribute level as well. Your durability is involved. And there's a lot of running backs who are bell cow who remain in the season all 17 games.
Not like this guy does, though.
Not like, not what you're saying is not with the same production like that guy, but yeah.
I feel like I'm lucky that we have one guy like that, and that's one thing that we're not doing well is getting him the ball off of screens and shit. But
it don't matter who CMC seeing, he's going for 100 overall plus from anybody.
Yeah, no, he's a dog for sure. I'll give him that. One of the best in the league. But again, I say it all the time. Whether we're talking about an Anthony Davis or a KD, you can be the best in the league, but if you're not available when I need you, I don't want you.
Like if you're
that's the NFL though. Look at his
if you're getting to 1,500 yards or 1,000 yards in 10 games, yeah, you're a dog.
He's
But
not
you're
out there
also
doing
only
what Derrick
playing 10
Henry do.
games, and you have 7 that you're not playing.
Right. Like I would definitely I would definitely
I'm
bypass.
taking my chances.
I'd bypass the A+ player that I know may not be around when I need him to take that B+ player who will consistently be available.
Yeah.
Leave the A+
All right.
on the table.
Hey, I got to bounce. My hit the showers goes to good old Mike Hachuli.
Who's that?
Mike
A
Hachuli,
ref.
which is the head official
I
for
knew
that
it.
crew on Sunday
I
night.
fucking knew it.
Hit the showers, bitch.
We'll see y'all again.
All right,
We will. Later.
All right.
Yeah, nah, just mark my words. Like I said, like don't think that either one of y'all see right now. Y'all is the bullies on campus in the division. But don't think for 1 minute that a New York or a Miami can't pop y'all in the mouth.
Keep losing.
They are
schedule
bad.
Coming up.
They are bad.
They
but I don't think they're that bad.
I do.
Nah, I don't think they're that bad. I don't think they're just lay down, roll over bad. And then another thing that you got to understand is, like Malk be saying, it is divisional. You know what I'm saying? There's more history involved with that. So those games do end up being closer, even when you think you got a nigga by the... Yeah, nah. It's gonna be interesting to see. Do I think y'all are...
got a little formula. We good.
I do think y'all are the 1 and 2 on top, for sure. But...
just got to stay healthy this way.
Vegas has very clearly been making calls all season. If you
Gotta
think that the New England Patriots or the Buffalo Bills are above a Vegas call, y'all are out your fucking minds. That's all I'm going to say.
Nobody's above Vegas.
Exactly. That's why they like, nah, the Raiders gotta always be shit because we making too many pulls, and they would automatically assume we was doing this if the team that we're making the pulls from is on top.
Yeah.
That's why I was upset when they said they was going to Vegas. I said it's downhill from here.
Everybody wanted in Vegas, but y'all know y'all gotta get it going, man. I think y'all still got time, man. It's early. Start with this week.
All downhill when we talking about Vegas.
Like I said, Pete Carroll just got on the scene, man. He didn't know what to do with it. He didn't a little time. The right players he wanted in the building.
I want that geriatric the fuck up out of here. Get him out of here.
With free agency and stuff, he got to grab what he can grab right now.
Let him run laps around the nursing home in his NXT gloves. In his Nike gloves. Like, what the you ain't making no fucking catches, pussy. Why you got gloves on in practice?
They're running routes, man. Let him live, man. He out there throwing his shit.
I like Pete's energy for sure.
Right.
I just never really liked him as a coach. Even in Seattle, I didn't like him as a coach.
I know he's a player's coach, man. He lets you rock out.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like if that was the case, then
when you can do it,
if that was the case,
it ain't his fault.
You would have did the obvious and handed it off to Marshawn in that Super Bowl.
Oh, he had a young Russ that can get it done.
Nah, you got problems with a nigga, so you would prefer it get done this way, and that way don't work.
No problems with him.
Yeah.
You see Marshawn was there when Geno pulled up on. I mean, when Coach Pete pulled up on the scene.
But that's just because of familiarity. That's not because the motherfuckers was cool.
If I had problems with you, I would have never pulled up on that.
That's just because familiarity. That's because he had already talked to Genty and was like, well, you know, I do know Pete. Maybe I should show up to... That wasn't because I like Pete, so let me help out the young nigga. Nah, you talk to the young nigga first. Pete fucking Carroll. Fuck out of here. And if I'm being honest, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't want Brady involved in the Raiders. I was upset when I heard Brady bought some of the Raiders.
That's crazy.
I was. Like, I don't know what it is, but I don't like what my team's becoming. I don't like what my team is becoming. These motherfuckers would have been better off getting Daniel Jones than Geno Smith.
Damn, I could have got Daniel Jones.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Who allowed? And that's another reason why I say I don't know what the fuck Brady is doing there. Like, I understand that you are a minority owner. I get it. I get that you don't have say like that. But at the same time, you're the great Tom Brady. Your words don't fall on deaf ears. So if you were to say, that's a very bad idea, I don't like that whatsoever, Geno would not be the quarterback right now.
Yeah.
The only reason you allowed that to happen was because you was like, I'm brand new here. I don't want to cause any waves. Let them do what they do. Then maybe next year I'll give my critiques.
You're gonna press on. Yep. You're gonna step on. Make this I seen how it didn't work how y'all had it going. So let me put my little touch on it now.
See, I don't like that though. I don't like
always
that.
Don't work.
I don't like that. If you was gonna do that, do it from the jump. From the jump. Like if I own a team,
if came on board late.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It was before Geno got there. If I own a team and I'm known as the best quarterback to have ever done it ever, and you think I'm going to sit there and allow you to get somebody that I know may not work, you're out of your fucking mind. Now, to compound that, if you think I'm going to let you pass up on a free player like Shedeur that I've been mentoring because you wanted Geno and you don't want any rift in the locker room, you got me fucked up twice.
You can still get Shedeur.
They ain't getting Shedeur. They ain't getting Shedeur. Because Cleveland's not dumb. Why would they give up Shedeur?
They don't even want to play him. They didn't even want to name him as a second.
Does that mean they're not profiting? They're still profiting. They're still profiting through jersey sales, through ticket purchases with the hopes of seeing maybe this is the game they put him. They're still getting bread. They're not going to give him up while they're getting nothing.
Especially now, the hope is definitely getting closer to stay traded.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who it was. It was some podcast that I seen on YouTube. Some dude, I think they were associated with ESPN or something. And the dude was like, I think Kevin Stefanski actually likes Shedeur Sanders, but I think what's happened is he's been through so many issues with making the wrong decisions with previous quarterbacks that he doesn't want to put him in before he knows he's ready to succeed. Now, is there a piece of me that can understand that? A bit. But we also have seen your behavior leading up to now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen your behavior with putting Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Like, if that's somebody that I want, that I like, don't get me wrong, I believe in tough love or making somebody better by being hard on them. But I'm not going to just put you at the bottom if I know you're not bottom. You know what I'm saying? And you knew he wasn't bottom because you got rid of Kenny Pickett, right? Before Kenny even stepped on the field, you was like, let's get rid of this guy. Why? But you kept Shedeur. The Raiders. The Raiders. So you knew enough to know Kenny Pickett was not good enough to remain on the roster.
I swear y'all could.
You said what? You broke up a bit. Oh shit, my nigga froze.
I said y'all could have traded Kenny. I mean, y'all could have got. Okay.
That would have been the best bet while it was still early. You know what I'm saying? Get him while it's still early. But the longer you let him stay here, the more. Now? Yeah, you back. The longer you let him stay there, the more these greedy motherfuckers is looking at the revenue like, oh, look at this nigga's jersey sales. He's number one in the. He's doing it. Yeah, let's keep him for a little bit. We don't even got to play him. Just keep him. Yeah. Now, the longer you're waiting, the higher the... And then not to mention, Dillon lost his first debut. And they still have him listed as third string. He's third string behind Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson hadn't played in a year.
That's what I've seen.
He hadn't played in a year, and you didn't like him when he played that year. So why is he third string behind him if you're thought is he really likes the kid. He just wants, cut all the bullshit. Cut all the bullshit. Because you wouldn't be putting him behind a nigga who hasn't played, didn't do well when he played, and was accused by 20-something females doing crazy shit, and you wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be what you did.
Right.
They trying to ice my nigga. You want to shelf him until people forget about him and get him the fuck up out of here. That's what your goal is. That's what your goal is. And that's another reason why it makes me lose a little bit of respect for Brady, because once the 4th round hit and they were still making picks and Shador's name didn't pop up, that should have been the light bulb. Free player. I already know what he's made of. I've been working with him since Jackson State. Let me get him for free. The fact that you did not use your leverage as a minority owner to make sure you at least grabbed a backup lets me know you're another good old boy who's going to play the game by their rules. I don't want you in Vegas. I don't want you in Vegas. You're not Vegas material. Vegas always...
You probably just didn't want you to get him. They draft him because of Brady, blah, blah, blah. But
Vegas always swam against the current. You feel me? They didn't care about what everybody else said or the games, the politics that everybody... Vegas has always said, we do it our way, we don't care. So the fact that you allowed all of this to take place without not once dropping your Uno reverse card lets me know that you're not a Raider, Brady. You're a Patriot. And I mean that in the literal and the figurative sense. I mean that in the sense of where the country currently is and where we need Raiders to take it. Because Patriots have been running this for too long and it hadn't worked. It's about time we get some Raiders.
He just got on the scene, man. It's going to take a lot of cleaning up to do on this team.
But see, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. We talked about this at the beginning of the podcast, so it's a good way to go full circle, right? Once you're an owner, you're an owner. You feel me? They can't take your ownership away. They can't make you sell. So you as Tom Brady, once you got that ownership, should be able to say, y'all are all trash. Y'all all make bad decisions. You're never going to get a Super Bowl because you're constantly doing the same things you've been doing time and time again. I purchased the Raiders so I could change that. Now, once you say that to enough people and they shrink in their chair because they've never played a down of football, they've only been trust fund kids, they have no choice but to ask themselves, do I want to win or do I want to be prideful? But you don't offer a guy like Tom Brady the ability to be a minority owner of your team if you didn't plan on swallowing some pride and hoping he gives you advice. And the fact that you didn't use your time to provide that advice lets me know you're just playing like the rest of them play. You're just banking a check like the rest of them do. It's not a Raider, it's a Patriot. So as far as I know, Pete Carroll ain't my coach and Ray Brady ain't my minority owner.
You're not messing with him.
Listen, I still bleed silver and black, but those two I don't acknowledge. Who are they?
Man, don't do it like this.
Who are they? I want all of them out. I want Chip gone. I want fucking Pete Carroll gone. I want Geno Smith gone. I want Brady to sell the shares back and go buy New England's. That's what I want.
Hey, it's still time, man. It's still time to turn it around.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, right? And I know this is like we getting deeper than sports, but that's a part of character. If you didn't make the right decision the first time, why would I expect you to make the right decision the second time?
Yeah.
Are you sick of banging your head on the wall? Is that what's going on? Why did you bang it there in the first place when the door was 3 steps down? That's my thing. That's why it's too much politics going on. And as far as I've known, the one thing that I do enjoy about being a Raiders fan is that we never succumb to politics.
Yeah.
We don't care about Colin Kaepernick and his knee. If he's good enough, we'll take him. That's how the Raiders have always gotten down. But now all of a sudden it seems like we're political in this bitch. Why is Geno still in the game? Politically, because Pete Carroll brought him here. And he doesn't want to look like an asshole that brought over a worsening quarterback. No, get rid of the politics. Put Little Hand Kenny in there. Let him throw the ball with his little hands. The fuck? I don't get it. That's his strong hand.
He got the glove on the
Man, little ass hand Kenny.
Man,
God forbid
crazy.
it rains. I don't know how you'll grip that pigskin. Have you ever tried to throw a ball? First of all, throwing a ball in a glove is uncomfortable because it grips too much. I would have to
Too much.
I would have to rub my palm in sand, like to the point that I get some of the stickiness off of my glove before I even attempted that. Number two is, have you ever attempted to throw a ball with a glove
Sometimes
in the
you
rain?
can throw it like perfect though. Like that grip on there, you can throw it perfect. I know it.
Once the grip is right, yeah.
But I can imagine the dude running at you, you trying to just, yeah.
And then if it rains, you can't even catch a ball in the rain with a glove. You're better off taking the gloves off in the rain and just catching with your bare hands. So how do you
Right.
throw a ball in the glove with in the rain? This is all new to
Especially
me.
if the wobbly ball.
This is all new to me, right? Because my era of football didn't even use gloves. We didn't use gloves when I played football. Even when you look at the wide receivers back in the day, the Jerry Rices, the Michael Irvins, they didn't use gloves. They taped their fingers, but you didn't see them using any gloves. This is a new era thing. This is like I told you, they've been cutting the coke since the 80s. This is a part of cutting it. They cut it with gloves and enhancements and all kinds of new shit to make the players be able to make it easier on the offense.
Yeah.
Stop cutting it. Stop cutting it. You're messing up.
Yeah.
You're stepping on the game.
Yeah.
And now we in here where fuck stepping on the game. We got a new supplier called Las Vegas.
Facts.
You hear what I'm saying?
Taking
And
everything.
they put whatever they want in your bag.
Yeah.
They'll put whatever they please in your bag. You won't make a spread. The team you thought was going to win won't win. And it won't happen till the fourth quarter. Oh, they was up by 20 in the fourth? Ring,
Yeah.
ring, ring, ring.
Referee got it through the headset.
You hear me? That's what I'm saying. That's all they doing is, and it's the state of the country because they've been stepping on our product for years.
Yeah.
Cars went from metal to plastic. You know what I'm saying? Shoes went from real leather to bullshit material. You got Jordan releases and you like, this ain't even the same material as the ones I had when I was...
Definitely not. Yeah.
They're stepping on everything that we have and they're expecting us to just like it. I'm getting to the point. I'm getting to the point, CT.
They said it's selling.
I don't want it. I don't want sports. I don't want it. And it's not just, and that's the thing about it is it's not just about my team specifically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have no problem having no team, no dog in the fight, and just making, objective decisions when it comes to my bets on Sunday.
Yep.
But when you start affecting everything, things that diehard fans know to be true that you're trying to tell us now are not true, that's when I know, oh, okay, you rigged this motherfucker, didn't you? And once motherfuckers get confirmation that this bitch is truly rigged, House of Cards falls. I guess I'm just starting to get to the point where I'm about to flip the table before the cards fall. Fuck it, I'll knock the cards over. You hear me? Flip this motherfucker. Everybody done listen. That's the world we live in too. Everybody done played a good game of Monopoly, and it got to the point where it's like, fuck this. I'm flipping this table. Ain't nobody owning nothing on Park Place. Fuck that. Don't nobody get 200 past go. Fuck all that. This game's over. That's where we should have been there.
I'm fucking this whole table.
We should have been here as a people before they fucking ruin sports.
Man.
Fucking ruin everything. God
Game
damn these last votes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's crazy somebody can throw a game like that.
Right. And now that motherfucker's talking about we about to legalize college kids to be able to bet on sports. Are you fucking serious?
It only gets worse by the years.
I'm not going to tell you what my actual thoughts are. I'm not going to tell you what my actual thoughts are. All I will say is the people who have been in power have been in power long enough.
Oh, for sure.
It's you've had your time. You didn't make anything better. It's over.
For sure.
And that goes across the board. Politics in sports, politics in government. You had your time. You didn't do it right. It's over for you. We need more Raiders and less Patriots is what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah. We need more Raiders and less Patriots. And when the world wakes up and sees that the silver and black has always been the safe space, home base.
We got the right moves going. Y'all
That's when everything is better. That's when watch what I say. Now I don't know it to be true that the Raiders will ever get a Super Bowl in recent years.
In your lifetime.
Right, but if they do, mark my words, that will be the change of society as a whole. Everything, we'll get reparations. We'll get reparations. We'll have everything that we need as a society. We'll have free energy. There won't be homeless. Your children will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. What I'm saying is, we'll have everything the world should have before the Raiders ever hit a Super Bowl again. At this rate. That's what I'm getting at.
I feel it.
Let me stop.
Hopefully we do see a Super Bowl.
Bust a blood vessel in this bitch.
Hopefully we get you a Super Bowl run at least.
Man, nah, not the way it's currently being constructed. And I'm not gonna wish bad on nobody. But shit, I'm surprised a lot of people's health are holding up. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Let's get to these pick'ems. Oh, I meant to tell Mike. Mike won the pick'ems last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got 5. I had 4. Y'all had 2.
My Pats won.
No, Malk had 1. You had 3. You had the Saints, the Colts, and the Pats.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
I had the Colts, Broncos, Commanders, and the Panthers. And Malk just had the Colts. Mike had the Saints, Colts, Commanders, Panthers, and the 49ers. And he got the spread on the 49ers game. But yeah, we'll go into these picks here. I can't even tell you where we at. This damn system's fucking up. We had an hour 19. That's perfect time. Thursday night football, Eagles, Giants.
Oh, yeah. Eagles by 10.
Eagles 10. I would actually pick the Giants if the Eagles didn't just lose to the Broncos.
Giants is bad against the Saints in a way.
Yeah, they didn't look the best, but
Jackson Dart and still
I
there.
also feel like this is a divisional game, so you know it's a little different than playing the Saints. You playing somebody you know, but
They can run them out. They lost that game too. So
yeah, but seeing how they just lost to the Broncos, I can't go with the Giants. I think I'm gonna go with the Eagles too. But I don't think I'm gonna do 10. I think I'm gonna do 8. I'm gonna go 8 because I want to go 6, but I see it being more than that. Broncos Jets.
Jets, Broncos by 14.
Yeah, that's about what I had. I'm gonna go with that with you. Now this one's interesting right here. I'm not gonna lie. Seahawks Jags.
I like the way the Jags been fighting.
I do too. But the Seahawks been doing their thing too on the low. This is a tough one to me. I mean, I'm going Seahawks. I'm gonna go Seahawks 6.
Yeah. The Jags probably 4-1. That's not 3-1. I'm gonna go with the Jags by 3.
Jags 3.
I like the way they play.
I do too currently. Rams Ravens.
Rams by 10.
I'm going Rams 13. Pat Saints. I know you going with your Pats.
Easy. You should have by 14.
Pats 15.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going Pats 13. Brown Steelers.
Ooh, Steelers by 7.
See, okay, we've only bet against each other once. I'm going 6 Steelers. This is actually a decent week of football, if I'm being honest. 49ers Bucks. That's an interesting game.
Yeah, I know.
This one I actually see as a 50-50. I'm not going.
I like the 49ers. The Bucks didn't play some good ass football.
They have. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
It was close to defense. I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I like what Mac Jones brings to the table right now. If he's fully healthy. 49ers by 7.
49ers 7. See, I'm on stuck. I'm not gonna lie. I can definitely see the 49ers getting it just because I like their defense for sure. But I can also see the Bucks. I'm going Bucks 3. Then we got Titans Raiders.
We're gonna go with the Raiders. Let's see what y'all got by 3.
Raiders 3. I'll go Raiders 6. And then the last one, this is an easy one for real. Bills Falcons.
I don't know if it's gonna be easy to Raiders. I don't know. The Bills don't surprise me that much. If they don't got their main stars going, they get sloppy. They'll be out there just turning the ball over.
Nah, I don't really see that being the case against this game. I'm going Bills 13.
I'm going upset Falcons 3.
Falcons 3. Ooh, upset alert.
Brian Robinson, I like the way they play.
Okay, then. What we got to take us out? You got anything? Who we got before we hit the showers?
I should have thought about it.
I mean, I hate to do it, like, cause I just did it last week.
Mine's, I might give it to Brian for that commercial. Had me sweating.
That shit. And I'm gonna tell you
Had
what.
me sweating.
I don't think that the commercial was so like, okay, it wasn't that the commercial was just so lame. Like, I get where your head was at.
Yeah.
What I don't like about it is my nigga, like, Hennessy though. Hennessy.
Man, dog.
That's what you choosing to endorse.
Dang.
Like a billionaire, right? Like, my nigga's a billionaire with a B, a billionaire. And you would choose to endorse Hennessy, which is the number one drink of black or ethnic people. Most sugar in any liquor out there. Like, this is like, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not here to judge. You know, I drink. So I'm not like, you know, drink what you want to drink. But if you're going to drink anything, why are you drinking diabetes as a nigga?
He drank also Lobos. That's his liquor.
Now, my whole thing with that is, why are you endorsing diabetes as a billionaire nigga?
Yeah, the first one and the only one.
That's what I'm saying. And, you know, I gave Angel Reese hit the showers, too, when she had her own McDonald's meal.
McDonald's?
Bitch, you're not eating McDonald's like that. Why are you endorsing death to the people that your fans? Why are you doing that? Like, that's what's lame to me, is that it's like, okay, you got fans. You would hope that your fans would be around as long as possible so you could continue profiting off of them. So instead of your billionaire ass creating a better liquor, a healthier alternative, and endorsing that, you'd endorse what white people use to kill niggas. That's lame. It's lame to me. So yeah, that's a good hit the showers. I definitely am behind that. And it's hard for me not to give it to the you know, the coaching staff with Vegas, Geno Smith. So I'll give it to them as well, but I know I gave it to them last week, so I feel like I should come up with something else. And there was something that I saw too that made me say, oh, I gotta give them hit the showers. I just can't think of what it was. What did I see recently? That's gonna bother me. I'm gonna start writing them down again, I promise y'all.
Yeah.
Because I definitely didn't write it down. Hit the showers to Kim Kardashian. For the post that she put up talking about she wanted to learn how to speak Slovenian, and Luka Doncic was like, no you don't, or something, and Lamar Odom responded back and said, don't do it, Luka, she'll suck all your talent away like like a vampire or something like that. And I said, she is treacherous, she is a succubus, this chick right here.
She's funny.
Hit the showers, Kim. You doing too fucking much.
No, Kim just dropped her Skims line with Nike. She doing her big one.
It's ironic that you will be dropping the skin line, given the fact that you made it here off of your looks and you're starting to get old.
And she will never stop getting that moolah.
Starting to get old. And I don't know if we've kidnapped enough kids in this country to just be putting adrenochrome in Maybelline. You hear what I'm saying? So yeah, she's gonna market to you her little powdered foundations and shit. Meanwhile, she's injecting baby fear into her fucking throat to make sure she still has her glow and vibrance. The fuck out of here. Man. Hit the fucking showers, you witch. Fucking witch. All them is witches. I don't care what nobody say. Oh shit! I just tickled my motherfucking self. Y'all know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell that motherfucker to troll. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday. We out this bitch.
Alrighty.